Okay, let's create a thumbnail for our YouTube videos to attract people to our either long video or short video. So here we are on my channel, on my home page, and I'm going to go all the way to the top where it says View Channel and click on that. And here we are. This is what comes up. I'm going to look at my videos down here. So let's scroll up so you can see those. Here's thumbnails already created. Now this first one, this is one that YouTube automatically generated for me from a video that I posted. This next one is one that I created for a live that I had done afterwards. So here's some good points about this. We need to stay on brand with our, that's a good idea anyway, with our thumbnails. So people scrolling through will see our image and say, hey, I know that one, that's one I want to watch. So on this one, some strong points are it does have my signature color, or one of them, the pink. So that's in there. Of course it would have pink in it anyway because of the flamingo. I have my own image there, so that's easily recognizable if they are subscribed to my channel. And I have my logo on there. And it's very simple. It says what it is. The only thing I would change is make paint pour a little bit larger than it is, because that's what they're going to see when they get there. Yes, it's a flamingo, but I may attract more paint pour artists who want to do just a bird from the same technique. Now let's look over. Next is this one I did. It's a patriotic paint pour wreath. Now, strong points on this one are the image is very vibrant. It is exactly what I make in the video. However, I have nothing about my brand. There's no logo, there's no image, and it's not my colors. But we'll see how it does. I'll compare it and keep watching the views and see if the views are growing. If not, I can go in and change that thumbnail. It's no big deal. Same with this one. This one has my image on it, but it does not have Jeannie's palette. It does have the little mushroom that we painted on the live. But, I don't know, the font is kind of not very catchy. I don't have my normal brand colors there. So that one's a little iffy as well. But we can change it up. Those are the negative points on it. The positive points are my image is there, and I have what it is, and that beautiful mushroom is on there. Alright, so let's just click up here on videos. We've got home, and then right beside it is videos. Let's click there. Now we can scroll down and see videos that have automatically generated YouTube thumbnails. And some of these are not so great. The bottom one is okay. This one here that says paint pour, heart paint pour, looks like a pan of paint. It's not very enticing, and as you see, there's not been very many views on it either. Alright, so if you look beside each image where it says, has the title and everything, there's 3 little dots, and we're going to click on that, and here's all the things that you can do to change that video, edit it, share it, download it, whatever. But we're going to come back to that shortly. So let's go over to Canva and create a thumbnail. All the way at the top, you see the search bar. One easy thing to do here is just type in YouTube thumbnail. It's going to take you to them. Here's what I tend to do. is scroll on their homepage and then I see YouTube thumbnails, and beside it, see all. Let's see all. Now the first one you see up there, this is blank and has a little plus symbol. That's usually the route I go, but you can scroll through and look at all of the ones that are here already and just pick from there and make it your own. But let's go step by step here. Let's go back to the top. I'm going to click on that little blank one, and this is what pops up, a blank thumbnail. It goes automatically to design. Let me minimize that so I can point out something to you on that. At the very bottom left hand side of your screen, you'll see design, and we are going to click on that to add a template. We don't even have to do that. We could just add elements, which is right beside it, and make it completely from scratch. I like the easy way out. I don't know about you guys, but so I'm going to hit design, and then the same ones pop up, but what is good is it also shows your recently used ones at the top. So if there's one that you particularly like to use, and let's click all of them, you can see which ones and choose which you would like to use. Now I think I want to pick this very top one here so we can go through some things on it. So this one has a lot of elements. It looks very 80s to me. So we're going to get rid of some of that. So any of these images that you click on, you touch, right at the top of them, a little, I don't want to say a drop box because it's a pop-up box, I guess. A little pop-up box comes up, and you can hit trash can. Or the one right beside it is that little paper thing with the plus. You can make another one if you want. But we're going to delete it. We're going to delete all of these little elements, even that text. Let me make it bigger. That text one, we don't need that. Let's get rid of all this little stuff. And I'm going to go through this step fairly quickly. I'm going to also delete this image because then we could replace it. Let's replace it and then delete it. So replace, and I'm going to go to uploads. It automatically wants to go to your gallery. That's fine if you've never uploaded any pictures in there. That's how you upload them. You just go to your gallery and pick a picture from your own gallery on your phone or computer, and it will automatically upload. That's how all of these pictures got here. So let me click on a picture of myself and see. I don't like that frame at all. I don't want a flower frame on there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just delete it. So we're going to hit the little trash can, and it's going to pop up delete image or delete frame. If I delete frame, the whole thing's gone. If I delete image, only my picture is gone. We're going to get rid of the frame. Let me get rid of that. All these little thingies that are not on brand for me. Now, I like the colors in the background. Let's skip that for just a second. Let's go back over here to uploads, and I'm going to add a picture in there. So I'm going to go kind of fast here because I know it's closer to the bottom. There it is. And so we've got our flamingo. Let's just make her big. Let's make it as big as we can. Now I'm using the little dots on the side to make it grow. When we use these little bars on the sides, they of course make it bigger, but they cut out part of your image. So I had to slide it down and then move that back up to get her head. And then we'll just slide her over, and then I'm just going to adjust that to fit That's not necessary, but I like to because it makes it tidy for me. Now, I'm going to come over here to my text box. Just click on it. And then at the very bottom is the Edit Keyboard, bottom left. Click on that if you're working on your phone, which I mostly do. Now I'm going to put what it is. Flamingo paint. Now I don't like that orientation of my wording, but let's just make it a little bigger. I've just pulled out the text bar, slide it down. Now I want to add, now say you didn't like this font, you wanted a different font, you can change that. At the very bottom there's the font button and you click on that and you can change it to whatever you want. For today's purposes, we're just going to leave it. Now I have part of my brand kit set up on Canva, which is very convenient, where you can store your logos, colors, different things like that. So I'm going to click on brand on the very bottom scroll bar. And then my logos, there's Take 5 and then there's Jeannie's palette also. I'm going to pick one that I think will show up well. Now we've got all that white behind it. At the very bottom, you're going to pick Magic Studio if you have the updated version of Canva. If not, you will click on Effects and it will bring up the same next screen. So it'll have Background Remover, which is the far left first thing you see. Click on that and you get rid of the background. Now, I'm not loving this yellow and pink that's ended up over here behind my writing. So let's click on that. And something you can do with that is scroll over till you see Flip. F-L-I-P. Click on that. And you can flip it either horizontally or vertically. And we want to do horizontal because I remembered that the colors under the flamingo were darker. Now we still have this where it is just a little, and what we can do is just shrink our flamingo down a little bit. Seemed a little crowded. And you can put your finger right on the image and slide it, or like when I click on this writing at the bottom underneath it has a little cross, and you can just slide it with that if you'd like as well. It also has a little turny thing if you wanted to kind of wonkus it. And we're going to leave it just like that. I might pull it down a little bit more. So I've got my brand color of pink, my logo, what I'm painting, and that's perfect there. So what do we need to do next? Next, the three dots at the very top, you go up there, and it gives you a generated title at the very, very top beside the pencil. And you can put that there, choose that, or you can click on it and edit it. I'm going to put thumbnail YouTube, and you can put whatever you want there. Alright, so then we scroll down to Save to Folder. I create folders for all of my stuff, so that's easy organization. At the bottom you see Create New if you wanted to create one. I already have them created. YouTube thumbnails. Click on that. Bottom right, Save. And then, let's get rid of this. At the very top, you have the download arrow is the first one you see. There's an upload arrow there. That's if you have multiple pages in your project, and you can choose to print either one page or save or download one page or all of them. We only have one, so we're just going to click the little download, and it's going to download our image to our phone or our computer, whatever we're using. Okay, so now let's go back over here to YouTube. Now back over where we previously were, we are going to pick our video that we would like to add the thumbnail to. So this top one, 3 dots all the way to the right of it, click on that, and then we are going to pick edit. It's a little over midway. Edit, click on that, and here's all the things that we can edit. Now at the top where we've got the picture, we're going to, the left hand side, there is a little picture that says plus. Click on that little circle, and this is what pops up. It's got some more clips from our actual video that YouTube has generated that we could use. That bottom right one would be okay to use, but let's just go ahead and do the custom one. And this is what pops up, my pictures. So we're going to pick one. Looks perfect. Looks kind of like a little business card. At the top, click done, and you can click save. I do want to show you one more thing here. You can change your title. I do have in my title what it is: touch up, flamingo, paintboard touch ups. Description, I have paint pouring, flamingo, hashtag paint pouring, hashtag flamingo, and I also have a link to the original live video that has me doing the beginning part of that. It is public, but you want to be public so you can get views on it. And I've already added it to one of my playlists, and we'll talk about all of that stuff later. So now we're just going to click save. And we are done. There she is. Alright guys, I hope that's helpful, and let's see those thumbnails in the comments.